Team Clark here. Back on Sassy again. Another fuel pump failure. We were coming home from the show this past weekend. Coming home yesterday, matter of fact. And she did good all weekend. Of course, she sat in the show most of the weekend, but the times we got out and drove her, she did fine. We got about to Madisonville, and we stopped, took a bathroom break, and I just happened to notice on the right front wheel, passenger side here, that there was some type of oil or something all over the wheel. And so I got under the car and looked and didn't see anything, but I seen a lot of oil or a lot of stuff on there. And I thought, well, and I checked my brake fluid, make sure it wasn't my brakes and things like that. So I told Miss Polly, I said, we're just going to try to drive it on home. So we got back up from 411 to 64 and got on 64 and started down. And about 10 miles from the house, it lost its fuel pump. I could tell because it's done it several times before. This is about the fuel pump. Okay, so anyway, we got, I had the electric fuel pump already hooked up and ready to go in the back next to the gas tank. So I flipped the switch, it built pressure, and it cleared up and we come on home. Well, when we got here, I unloaded all of our luggage and everything that was in the car, and then turned it around facing in the garage so I could look at everything, and determined that the fuel pump was spewing oil out of it. That's what the substance was. Wasn't brake fluid, wasn't antifreeze, it was oil. So today, I've already done it. I've taken the fuel pump out. This is the fuel pump that was in it. I've got another one identical to this in the trunk of the car, but and it's only been run just a little bit. This one was put on November, December, right before the World of Wheels, in January, and it lasted, what is this, the 5th month? It lasted 5 months, basically, and it kaputted. Was on the internet earlier looking at fuel pumps and things, and looking at failures and stuff, and had one gentleman that said that he's put 3 fuel pumps on his truck and not got a good one yet. So this is the 5th one that I put on Sassy, and ain't none of them in account. So from now on, Sassy's going to run with an electric fuel pump. I didn't buy the highest dollar fuel pump that I could have bought. I think the one I bought that's on it was about 45 or 50 bucks. But I've ordered another fuel pump just to have in my parts bag in the trunk, just in case. You never know. But anyhow, I hate to keep boring you guys with these problems with this car. I've had this car 7 years, and I can't seem to get all the bugs worked out of it. But anyhow, I'm hoping this electric fuel pump will solve the problem of me being stranded on the side of the road with a broken fuel pump. This one, if I can, is leaking right out that weep hole. There's this one, and it's got one on each side of it, and it's pouring oil out. Well, it was when it was working. It was just pumping oil out of it. And not only that, but it failed. It quit pumping fuel. So I hooked these two lines together because I've got the electric fuel pump working. And so we're going to do away with all these fuel pumps. We don't need them. And if the electric fuel pump goes bad, then I'll go to a more expensive fuel pump because I didn't give as much for this one as I didn't buy a Holley. It's supposed to be compatible to a Holley, but it's not a Holley. So we'll see how far it goes. And I bought another one for a spare just in case. And it'd be so much easier to change this one than it is this one. So it's practical to do that. And I should have done it a long time ago. But I'm stubborn and I like mechanical stuff. I like the way things were on the engine, not modern stuff. I'll put it that way. But we're gonna go to electric fuel pump, which I have. So anyway, I'm gonna put. Hold on a second. Let me get it. I bought this block-off plate, and I've got to take the rod. Well, let me get that out of my face. I got to take the rod out that works the fuel pump, and the plate that holds the fuel pump on, and I got to replace it with this plate. And there'll be no more fuel pump on this engine, not as long as I own it anyway. So, no mechanical fuel pump. Let me put it that way, so everybody won't get confused. But anyway, this is fixing to go on there. I'm fixing to put it on there. I've got this off. I've got to get the plate off and clean everything. Then I got to put this plate on, and then I got to go through the process of cleaning my right front wheel and tire of oil, and my brake shoes got soaked in oil, so I got to pull all that off and clean it. Then I got to pressure wash all the oil that got down on the frame and everything, because if I don't clean it, it's just going to collect dust and junk and look bad. And we don't want Sassy to look bad, even though she's kind of stubborn sometimes. But we don't want her to look bad, so I'm gonna clean all that up. Might have to do that tomorrow evening. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get time to do it today, but anyhow, that's what we're into right now. So I don't know. That's about all I know to do right now to tell you guys. This ain't gonna be a very big video. I'll probably make another one here in just a little bit. I don't know yet, but I like to get this done real quick, and then I'm going to reset my timing on it. I think the timing's got off. It's not got off. It's just I think I got the timing a little bit too high on the car, and I idled it up a little bit yesterday morning before we left the hotel because it acted like it didn't want to run. But I'm thinking at that point the fuel pump was already failing, and thank the Lord that it got us home without a catastrophe, a big oil loss of oil. It didn't lose much oil. It was just a big mess is all it was. Wasn't much oil. It lost it all. Probably not even a quart of oil because I've done checked it. So anyway, I thank the good Lord he got us home. He got Sassy home safe. And on a good note, Sassy won top 25 at the show. This is a very tough show if nobody's ever been to it. There's a whole lot of really, really nice cars at this show. And for Sassy to be a home-built car, built on a budget, and I just maintain her myself. The only thing that's ever been done to this car outside of this garage is the interior, and Miss Angie did that. So and then I had Ken, another poster guy, I had him do some touch-up work on the seats because I changed my mind about wanting the little release buttons on the side of the seat. You know what they are, that holds the seat down, hooks the seat onto the bottom. I took all that off and I wanted them redone, so he made me some new panels for the sides of the top there where the little release handle was. He did that, and he his wife did it. She's the one that does all the seaming and does all the fixing, but he helped her. And I also had my sun visors redone, only because, not that Angie did a bad job, she did a fantastic job. Matter of fact, I loved the way she did my sun visors, but I broke one of them when I pushed it up too far and broke it half in two. And so I wanted to replace it. In order to do that, I had to have the new one reupholstered to match the car. Well, Ken's wife couldn't match Angie's seaming around the edges the way she seamed it. So anyway, it still looks good. Everything works, functions whatsoever. But if I ever find me an original front seat for this car and can afford to buy it, which I know there were some at the show this weekend, but I didn't have the money to buy it. Had no way of getting it home if I had. So if I ever can get a hold of one at the right time and the right price, I'm going to let Miss Angie reupholster it like this front seat is, and just put me 2 cup holders right in the center of it. She does a fantastic job, guys. I mean, I know this was a custom seat and it was hard for her to upholster, but she did good. She did good on the colors. She did good on the headliner, the door panels. Everything looks really good on this car. Miss Angie Dixon in 10 Mile, Tennessee. If y'all live in this area and you needed a car upholstered, go see her. Or I can't remember his name. Ken. I don't remember Ken's last name. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'll get that back to you. His last name. He's in. He's just right down the road from me here. The other way. I think he's on. Anyway, I'm not going to quote anything right now because I'm not sure. But his name's Ken Moore. And look him up. He's an upholsterer, him and his wife. I think they take one job at a time like Angie does. But both upholsterers are fantastic. They do a great job. Anyway, they're not sponsors of mine or anything like that. I just like giving good people shout outs. So anyway, with all that said, I'm gonna get back to work, and I may leave this on and let y'all watch me, and may not. It's gonna be time consuming because I've got to jack the car up and get under it. I got to take the rod that works the fuel pump out. Then I got to clean all that stuff, and then I got to put the new plate on. So it may be, the way I work, it may be an hour and a half, 2 hour job. So anyway, I will cut another video of it to let you know how it all turns out. Anyway, I don't want to make the videos too long because a lot of people don't like to watch long videos. But anyway, I've got my air on in the garage. It's 80 something, 90 degrees outside. I don't know. I hadn't even looked. It's hot. And anyway, I got my air on, got my garage cooled off. I had my music going, but I turned it off while I done this little video. We had a great time this weekend. Lord's been good to us. I'm not a very wealthy man, but God gives us what we need. He provides for us. And you guys, if you think you can't do what we do as far as these old cars goes, yes you can. It's not that hard if you just take your time with it. do a little bit every evening. Buy you an old car to start with. Just, it may take you a period of 5, 10 years to build it. My first one, I think it took me 10 years to finish that truck that I had. And was because I was raising kids, and life happens, things happen. But anyway, I got it finished. We enjoyed it. My son still owns it. I gave it to him. Been in the family 35 years or better. I'd have to count it up. But anyway, I plan on Sassy being here with me and Polly until we pass. I don't plan on ever getting rid of Sassy. Sassy has a permanent home here. That's why I built her, because y'all know the story. When I was 16, I had a 56 Bel Air 4-door car, a very nice car that was gave to me by one of my dad's friends. And anyway, I'm not going to go into all of that, but it was the first car that me and Daddy worked on together, and got back running and all that. And wish I still had it. Can't find it. I've looked all over, high and low. I've got the title to the car. Can't find it though. So anyway, I did find some just like it, but I decided not. I didn't want to buy, if it wasn't going to be my car, the one that I actually had. And I did check several of the 4-door Bel Airs, the same color as what I had, and it was I don't know what color blue they call that, but it was blue and Indian ivory. But anyway, I tried to check serial numbers and stuff, and nobody would cooperate with me. They didn't want to give me serial numbers. I kind of don't blame them, but anyway. Well, all that said, and I'm rambling on, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get this stuff done. I'm going to take my fittings off of this, and I'm going to throw this piece of crap in the garbage. And I've got another one that was on here, and I took it off. I can't remember why I took it off, to be honest with you. But I don't think it's any good either, so I'm not going to keep neither one of them. But I do have one that I bought in Bowling Green that's a factory pump, factory fuel pump. I got it AutoZone or somewhere up there. It was close. Put it on there to get us home. Bowling Green last year. That's how much how bad fuel pumps are now. Anyway, I bought this one thinking it being a high performance fuel pump and all that and it gave me a little more clearance from my frame up too, that it would be a better fuel pump. But no. I think anything that comes from China is junk. And you can't hardly buy anything anymore that don't come from China. So, anyway, that's enough ranting about that. But guys, look, y'all have a great evening. Have a great week. If you're working, have a great work week. And just get out there and work on something. If you don't think you can do it, trust me, you can do it. There's enough information out there now, on this information highway we got, the internet, that you can find anything on there that will show you how to fix something, work on something, body work, paint work, mechanic work. It's all out there, and it's not as bad as you think it is. So get out there and try it. It's not that bad. It can be frustrating sometimes, especially when you got like stuff like this going on. But don't be stubborn like me. If you have a problem like that and you can't, after you change it twice it still does it, put an electric fuel pump on it and forget it, and just go on about your business that way. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here, and you guys have a great evening, Have a great week. And share this with your friends. Please hit that like button. And if you ain't already, please subscribe. Miss Polly and I would love to hear your comments about whatever. And if you've got any suggestions about fuel pumps, you know, I'm open for that. But right now at this time, I'm not going to put another one on this car. I'm going to leave that electric fuel pump on there. I got to get off here. I got to get busy. You guys have a great evening. Please like, share, and subscribe. And share it with your friends. Leave me a comment. I love comments. I really do. And we'll talk to you guys on the next video.